All right, good. Oh, there's the dog. He knows she's on Zoom. Good morning. Happy June 1st. June 1st. Wow. And then to start off with Bo Short talking this morning, man, I'm ready to go. So I don't know about you, but I'm ready to go. And all those witness protection people that were in witness protection are going to come out of my witness protection program this month. But welcome, guys, to the call. And congratulations to you making this an important part of your business. I know that just as an example, good morning, Sharon, just as an example with what Bo said, we were all rooting each other on yesterday. We were all helping each other strive for more. We were all encouraging each other, and that's what it's about. So I congratulate all of you guys for doing that yesterday, for helping one another out. And the best part about it is that there's a lot of you, well, most of you, all of you don't financially benefit from each other. And then I don't financially benefit from a lot of you. So that doesn't matter in our business, and that's really our culture. And so to see that and to recognize that as a collective group of people just helping people reach their goals, no matter what you're getting out of it, is amazing to me. And that's why we're so blessed to have this group like we do and to have this company like we do, because they're the ones who have encouraged us and fostered this to us and for us. So I'm just proud of you guys for being there and doing that and going for your goals. And there was a lot of us that went for that 1,500. This month I'm going to go for that 3,000. It seems like a long feat, like double what we have already. I mean, I had 13 customers. I'm like, I have 13 customers. I need 26. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, but hey, I know I put a lot in the fuel, a lot in the fire last month that didn't come to anything this month. So it's all taking its path. It's all coming. It's exciting to see what we're going to, each one reach one is going to be an amazing promotion. I did get the medal the last time we did that, and it was very cool to get that medal. And it's easy for everybody to do. It's just one person. And I want that watch because I missed out on that watch. My sister got the watch when we had the watch the last promotion. I didn't get the watch. I want that watch. I haven't had a watch in a long time. I would love to have a watch just like that to wear and be proud of. So I encourage all of you to write that as your goal or whatever, and put it out what you're going to do. Each one reach one, or you're going for 3, whatever you guys feel comfortable going through, do it. So let's go ahead and talk about this chapter. So I'll be honest, I missed a few pages. I thought I had finished yesterday, but then my phones were ringing. I didn't finish, but I read most of it. It's just interesting. Like, clear is kind, unclear is unkind, and I think we can all admit that we do what she did, what she said, and how she didn't really tell her team everything that was going on. And for her to have that open forum in her business of, okay, let's write these permission slips or write what we need to talk about. I think it was so genius of her to figure that out, but it took her that introspectiveness to figure it out for herself on, of course we all think we're perfect. I mean, not all of us, but we do, we have that in well, I do this right, and I can do that right, and I have good time management skills, and I have good leadership skills, and I have good this, and I have good that. But when somebody brought it to her attention, of course she gets on the defensive right away of, what do you mean I can't do that? What do you mean I don't have time management? What do you mean I can do? Yes, I do. And it was so funny to hear her talk to her husband, and her husband's like, no, we have 2 hours. I'm not going to go get some flowers and start planting them. And so it's not going to happen. And so he had to lay that law down. Like, no, it's not happening. But it took a lot of that. And then her people to tell her, this is the deal. And so she had to think introspectively and really come to terms with the fact that, hey, maybe I don't. And then it goes back to when she was younger. And then it goes back to what she didn't do before. And then it all comes together and it makes sense. And I can say in this business, for me, in the beginning, I just didn't think I was a good leader. I didn't think people wanted to hear what I had to say. I don't think people took my word for value. And I always had that negative self-talk. And it was because, I was younger. I was in my early, late 30s. And I had people on my team, 50s, 60s. And I was like, they don't value my opinion. And I would tell myself that. And so I wouldn't really do what I needed to do in the beginning of my business. I was like, oh, just call Vicky. I don't know. Or call Linda. I don't know. Or call da da da. I don't know. And I would negate it because I didn't really know. And I knew at that time, that's why I got so heavily involved in personal development, because I needed to grow as a leader. I needed to grow to be able to support my team and help my team in the ways I didn't think I could, in the ways that I didn't think I was. And so that's really gotten me to where I am today. And so it's kind of cool to just see that. And I had a lot that I highlighted, but it's that vulnerability again. It's that owning what you need help with, or owning what needs to be improved on. And like she said, it says turn and learn. She said they called it turn and learn. So they created the space to understand different perspectives. They learn from everyone around the table. And that's the best part. And that us having a group like this is that we can learn from each other how to handle certain things. We can learn from each other how to deal with situations, or how to build our business different ways, because we all build our businesses differently. We have people who are full-time staying home, or, can do this like that way. We have people who are in the corporate world who are constantly around negativity. We have people who have families that they are contending with all the time. Everybody's building this business differently, but we can all help each other in the ways that we're lacking. So I think that's great about it. So, okay, I'm going to open it up because that's what, yeah. Okay. All right, there we go. Close that out. All right, I'm going to start. Kathy Preshaw, here you go. Let's see. You have to unmute yourself. Somehow it doesn't let me. There you go.
Good morning.
Morning.
So I think that what she's talking about, how we can use it ourselves in our business, is first of all to allow people the space to tell us where they're at, and we always say meet people where they are, and that's kind of what we need to do. And what this is talking about is we all need the space to talk, and we all need the space to be heard.
Yeah.
And for me personally, with my team, I'm wondering where is the gap? Where's the space that we're not communicating to grow? And I just think that's really important, that people can be honest,
yeah,
and heard.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And sometimes, I know there's I don't think they're on here, but there's a couple BPs who tell me that, their team just doesn't want to follow them, or their team isn't involved, or their team is, it's like pulling teeth to get them to get their 3-year free. And then that's when you have to look at your team and say, okay, I need more people. I need new people, and then you find those people who really want it. I know that on our team, I have a handful of people who are working. I know I have a handful of people who want it, but then I have the 4 or 5 handfuls that aren't, that don't. And so, or they're just doing their thing, and I have to understand they're in their spot. They're doing what they need to do. I can send them messages and get no response. And I'm like, at least I'm doing what I need to do. Here you go. Here you go. I'm doing what I need to do. Here you go. And so when I did my coaching call with Linda Lindsay, that was my thing. I need new people. Need new people. And the only way I'm going to be able to get to national marketing director is with new people who want it, new people who have drive, new people who need the business, new people who want to reach goals, new people who want that to be where I text them and they say, oh my God, thank you so much. I'm on it. So you're going to see that in your businesses. And I'm sharing from my experience. And that's why yesterday I did that post with my picture and whatnot, because I was like, you know what? I need to start attracting people to me in the business. I need, again, back to our other books, but I was like, I need to attract people to me. And that's why I asked you guys to post about me. And I appreciate that. But it was more of like, people are seeing it. And I know all of those witness protection program brand partners saw it. And trust me, these people, I have a few people who could do this and knock it out of the water, but they're letting fear get in the way. And look, we all know how that happens, right? So I just wanted them to see it So then one day they go, oh, I better call her because, I know, so that kind of stuff. So yes, Kathy, you're right. You just got to meet people where they're at and have that open communication with that. And I think for the majority, the people who really want to be here, like you guys, we can do that to each other. We can do that with each other. It's the other people who haven't done enough personal development, it's the other people in our businesses that aren't really plugged in, that it's harder for them to understand. So
Yeah.
I agree, Kathy. Okay, who's next? Thanks, Kathy. All right, Denise, I'm putting you on the spot. Your turn.
Okay. I'm on the spot. So the one thing that really hit me, one of her phrases was, the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be honest right now. So I love this company, but I have a huge fear of recruiting. And part of my fear is I have a full-time job. I have a very demanding full-time job, and I fear that I'm not going to be able to lead and train a BP. As much as I want that, I have a huge fear of that, and I know I need to conquer that. And I love listening to Bo. It's so simple, the same things over and over, you just do the same thing. But I have this huge fear, and I really, Kathy's very supportive. Monique, you're very supportive. So I need to get out there. I need to do it. And everything she talks about in this book, in the corporate world, is everybody sweeps everything under the rug. They're afraid to be vulnerable. They're afraid to be honest. We have a leadership group, and we're struggling because a lot of us are putting our stuff out there, and we're being vulnerable, and we're being honest, and we're trying to grow, and the others aren't. And it causes problems. It's really hard, but I feel like I'm going to get more out of the personal development from this group. So I want a medal, and I would love to have watch. So I really want to get out there. I need to conquer that fear. So any support would be great.
Well, I can tell you this because it's not really okay. So this is just in my opinion. So you said you have fear of sponsoring because you are afraid you're not going to be able to help them. So you got to reframe that, because you can ask my sister. When my sister started sponsoring, literally, she had just started the business, and her business started exploding. She was getting brand partner after brand partner after brand partner after brand partner. And she's like, now what? And I said, you go to work and I'll help them. And I was the one that helped them. And so she didn't have to worry about them being trained, them knowing what they're doing, them getting, and that was, Tara and Kimberly. They started like this in my sister's business. And so they were all brand new, but look at them. Look at Kimberly. Look at how many customers. Look what she did. So, we did a little, and then they eventually just got it. And then we helped them. We continuously help them. And now Lori continuously helps them. But just know that don't have the fear that you can't help them, because there's a big group of people. You got Linda Lindsay, you got Kathy, you got Nancy Kane. You've got so many people that can train them and help them and be that part for you. But you have to change that mindset about why you're recruiting. You're not recruiting just to recruit. You're recruiting because you have an opportunity or a vehicle to help other people with this kind of culture, with this group of people. I mean, all your all the people at work, and there's probably one or two people that need something like this. And maybe it's not the financial part, maybe it's just the collective positivity. So it's that mindset shift. It's that mindset shift for sure, because I don't think it's fear of recruiting. I think it's just, fear of not being able to train them because you've got a huge support system. I think there's just something where you maybe just don't want, because you don't want extra on your plate, which I get too. And so know that you won't have that extra on your plate. You'll have a person that you can partner with. And guess what? I can guarantee when you get that first brand partner who wants to kind of run with you, you're going to have so much fun with it that it's not going to feel like it's an extra thing, because it's just going to add into what you're already doing.
That's the hope. Yeah. That's what I'm hoping.
And you're growing yourself as a leader to be able to be that person for them. So that's really awesome. And if you didn't have people before, it's because it wasn't that time yet. It wasn't that time, like, you know, you had to grow to be who you are for that to happen, for sure.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Exactly. And that,
So
yeah.
I feel,
So
and I really
I'm
feel, and I'm
thrilled.
glad this promotion came out right now, because I really feel like all of us collectively have been growing for this point in our business, because we are all now ready to be that leader for the next person in our businesses. Like, we're all growing to be that leader now, where 6 months ago we may not have all been there. And so because we've been growing with these books, I think it's our time now. I think we're all ready for that.
Yeah.
Hmm. For
It's
sure.
time.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, Barbie Morningstar's team, they had 10 new starts this last month. 10 new starts, 5 in Chicago,
Wow.
3 in Rochester, 1 in Florida, and 1 in Michigan. I'm like, whoa, she's my workout partner. I'm like, you had 10 new starts. Oh boy, that's a lot of new starts. And those are all in different states. So she's going to have to collectively, you know, help all those people with their sponsors. And so, of course, some will fall through the cracks. It'll happen. But, you know, we got to do that. We're going to do that. That's what our month is going to look like for June. So, but thanks for sharing, Denise.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Sharon, your turn. I gotcha.
Okay.
Look how
All
pretty
right.
look how pretty it is outside.
Oh, isn't it? I'm in North Carolina, and we
Oh
were driving
yes.
all day yesterday. So, so I didn't get to really get the gist of it, but I know, isn't it gorgeous here?
Uh-huh.
So all the kids, everybody's in the house, getting ready for our baby shower. So our grandbaby number 7, 8.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So, anyways, reading what I have been able to read, because I've been crocheting. Oh, I don't want her to hear. The baby gift. That what I read, she cracks me up. I could see part of me in there, and I see where I feel like I am doing something right. I know I'm doing it right, but deep down inside, I'm not really doing it right, or I'm kidding myself to think that I am doing the right thing. Or I think I am really pushing hard to get customers, but maybe I'm going about it in the wrong way. Or you know, like Luke Skywalker. I love that story. I just thought that was pretty cool. Plus the fact that I know Mark Hamill, that helps it. But it just, it really started to make me think. And you know, riding in the car, and my son was driving, and so I was able to read some of the stuff, but because I do get car sick reading, I had to kind of put it down. But it really made me think. And so, you know, 7 hours on the road, it made me do a lot of thinking deep down inside within myself, what I know I need to do and what I think I need to do. They're not kind of jiving together, you know. They're fighting with each other in ways, and I have to keep telling this little monkey over here to shut up so that this monkey can tell me what to do. So yeah, I'm dealing with that drunk monkey all the
Mm-hmm.
time. But I feel like I've opened up a whole lot more, and I think I am understanding a little bit more, and I am starting to grasp when I am not doing something right. And I have to tell you, thank you, all of you guys, especially you, Monique, for helping me through this. I mean, I was a couple away from reaching the 6 and didn't think I was going to get there, but you know, listening to you, and I know I needed to listen to you. And but sometimes you don't want to do that. You know, you think you've got it figured out, and you don't need anybody else. But I realized that I need to listen and do as my fellow leaders do, because they're not there just out of luck. They're there because they learned. You have gone through all this stuff that I am going to be going through, and there's going to be more challenges. I know that. But she has really opened it up. But yeah, I'm like her. I think there's nothing wrong with me. Nothing wrong with me, but there is everything wrong with me.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, Sharon, you're hilarious. Well, it's funny because you guys have to hear. I want to share what happened yesterday because Sharon's like, I need one customer. Nobody's responding. I need one customer. Do you think I should post on Facebook? Yes, I think you should post on Facebook. Okay, so what should I post? Post something about the firm. Just just do something on the firm. Just post on Facebook. Okay, do you think it's going to work? I don't know, but just post on Facebook. One person commented, and then the next person commented, I need that. And I sent to Sharon a message. She needs that. Who is she? She needs that. She's like, oh, that's somebody I talked to like way long ago. Have you talked to her since way long ago? No, she didn't want anything. And I said, contact her. Let's call her. You need that one customer. Oh, okay, I'm going to call her. And then she sends me a message. Oh, she sends me a message. She said, I just talked to her for an hour. And I said, who's driving? That was weird. That was a turn left. And so she says, I talked to her for an hour. And I said, oh, good. Did she want the product? And then she sent me a message. She's buying the firm. Yes. Good job, Sharon. She's like, that Facebook post worked. So it was funny because I could see Sharon going, I don't want to do that. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
But you did it anyway, and something came out of it.
Yep.
So,
and there's a couple other people that I'm going to be following up on too, because they make comments and they've never said anything to me before.
I'm telling you, that's what's so weird. There are certain pictures that are compelling to the people you know, and you don't know what picture is going to be compelling to them. Those people could have just gotten out of the shower and saw cellulite on their leg, and then all of a sudden they see you have something that can get rid of cellulite. Guess what? They're going to comment. When you're going to bed at night, that's why I post in the morning and I post at night, like the pictures. And so at night, post stuff about their eyes, post stuff about, because when they're going to bed, you know how many of us go in the bathroom and we're like this in the mirror before we go to bed because we're checking out our faces. Post something in the morning and the night of a before and after picture, like tired eyes like this. Post those bright eyes in the morning where people are like, oh, I needed that this morning, because your whole concept of this whole Facebook, this whole social media is you want to stop the scroll, number one, but you know what people need with what we have, but it's that you just don't know when they're going to see it. And that's the thing. I'm telling you, every single person I talked to this month in my RRPs, in my Zoom RRPs, all of my friends who are sampling, not a single one of them purchased this month. My 3 new customers were people who have never wanted anything. Hey, I want that. Okay, where'd you come from? Hey, I mean, literally, when I knew I needed $600, I said to myself, I'm getting that $600. I'm getting that $600. I don't know where it's going to come from, but I'm getting that $600. I had 2 days. I was like, I'm getting that $600. And then literally 11:30 at night, I need that picture. Oh my God, I need that. I'm like, what? Okay, take your order tomorrow. And then this other girl the other night, I'm telling you, she's never commented. She goes, I've been watching all your pictures, but that one about the neck, I need it. Okay, and they're all committed to 2 to 3 months. But again, you just don't know. And if they just scroll through it, they didn't need that. They scroll through it, they didn't need that. But it's going to be that day they get out of the shower and they see something they don't want to see, and they're going to need it. So and I'm telling you, that girl didn't even bat an eye at $80 because I don't really know what she does. I don't know the girl I went to high school with. Then I said, it's $80 a month, tax shipping, you get 10% off next month, keep using it for a couple months. Okay, great. Well, that's a good price. If it does that, that's a good price. I was like, yeah, it is a good price. You just don't know, because we all have it in our head it's too expensive, or we all have it in our head they don't need it, or we all have it in our head they only want it for 1 month. And that's just us self-talk. So good job, Sharon.
Thank you.
Awesome job. And so she got her 6, she got her bonus. Woohoo! Nice. All right. Pat, Scott, you're next because you're up on the top here.
Okay. Well, I know that I need new brand partners because the ones that I have are not working. And I don't know if that's because of me. I send them the Tuesday morning, to go on that, and I'll remind them of the Nerium U. One has said that she doesn't have the internet, and she's local. So I don't know why she doesn't have it unless she can't afford it. It's what it comes down to. And the others they just signed on because I asked them to, but they had no intentions of doing the work. So I need new brand partners, and I have sent out the text and made some calls, some positive feedback, but they just didn't sign up. So that's my goal. Is just to become the leader that people want to follow or want to join. And that's why I really need this personal development. And I know it's a lot of self-doubt and negativity that I'm trying to overcome within myself, but I love the positivity from the group. And that's what I need in order to be able to succeed.
Awesome. Yeah, it's true. You'll start attracting the people that are meant to be in your business, Pat. It'll happen. You'll start attracting that because of your posture, because of you putting it out there. And that's the thing with all of us. We need to consistently say, and I'm telling you, that's why I got the $600. I said, I'm getting that $600. It's happening. You have to tell the universe what you need. I know it. Sometimes it seems weird, and I thought 6 years ago how weird that was, but I'm telling you, once you keep saying it out loud, this part back here starts believing it. Because right now, this part doesn't believe it. So if you keep saying it and you keep saying it, this part starts believing it. And so, I mean, I'm telling you, they'll come out of the woodworks. And that's why it's so important, and we hear it all the time, to write out your goals so that you see them every day. I had in the beginning of the business when I would tell people, write out what you want, write out what rank you want, write what you want, and nobody would do it because they're like, oh, that's silly, Monique. No, it's not. Do it. And then there was that one person who did it, and guess what? That's the only person that reached their goal. Everybody else is like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll do it, and they didn't. But the one person who did reached their goal, and she's right here, my sister. Because my sister, just like Lori, the other Lori, both Loris, they're very perfectionist. They're very analytical. They're very much about, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Tell me, what do I do? Give me 1 through 10. What do I do? Because I have a limited amount of time. I have 1 through 10. Let me do 1 through 10. And they're going to do it. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. So that's why she reached her goal, because she did that. And like Sharon said, this is I'm in such a great position right now. And the fact that I know what I did wrong, and I've seen it, and I've seen who didn't stay and who didn't go. And I know where we need to go together. I know what needs to happen together. So I've learned what doesn't work and what does work. This whole social media thing, guys, I'm telling you, if everybody just really gets on, if we continue to do those Facebook Lives, Lori, if we keep doing our Facebook Lives and we keep doing everything and we keep doing that social media between Instagram and Facebook is going to be huge for our business, because if I'm on all these other pages, direct sales pages, and I'm looking and I'm listening to these people and how they're trying to market their business. And it's like, God, they don't know what they're doing. And then there's some people saying, does anybody know how to post on social media? And I'm like, our company is giving us this gift of teaching us how to do social selling. And so by doing the social selling, I'm telling you, people who have never watched me or followed me or seen my posts, they are now watching and following me. And that's why I got those 2 customers that came out of left field, because I've been doing it the way they're telling us to do it. So really, I think that's going to be key in our business, because people are seeing it more and more. You're out and about and you see people scroll holing all the time. People are always scroll holing. So make new friends. Scroll hole. You just never know. So it's coming, Pat. Just keep telling yourself it's coming. It's coming for sure. Okay, Lori Bigham, your turn.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep.
Good morning, everybody. I have so many thoughts, so I'm going to try and be concise here. But first, Monique, I just want to just affirm you as a leader and say how thankful I am for you. You are amazing. And listen, yesterday, I mean, I was ready to, I was trying to get my ninth, but I hadn't even thought about the, 1500, and I hadn't, there were several things I hadn't even thought about. And you're like, you need to work through all these things that I've heard, but I haven't had a team or a leader to remind me of that, and so I so appreciate that, because you gave me that encouragement that I needed to not only get my ninth, but then I'm at my 1500 at like quarter till 12 last night, the end of the month, and I signed up a new brand partner, which I wasn't expecting at all. I mean, she's been a PC for 1 month, and so thank you. I want to thank you, and just they say be the leader that you want to have, and Monique, you're that for me. I want to, I want to say thank you because you've encouraged me, and this whole group, this whole team. I kind of feel like, I have a team that's not real active, my upline and, my team. And so I so appreciate you all being cheerleaders, letting me kind of come in as an orphan. And I have a team that I really appreciate. There's just stuff happens in life. And so they're not really available right now. So thank you for letting me plug in here and be a part of this amazing group that's all has the same vision, to support and encourage each other in doing this. And even this morning, I think it was Kathy that posted in the feed, the live, I was having the hardest time. Like, I tried to log in and my computer's like, sorry, we need your password that you haven't needed to give us in, 2 years. And I'm like, what? I couldn't get it. And I was so frustrated. And so I look in there and Kathy had posted, I'm like, score, thank you. Like, this is what teamwork is, so thank you. Those little things go a long way. And I also want to say, Denise, I could really relate to what you were saying about, working full time and building a team and bringing on brand partners, because I've had those same fears. I work full time, and honestly, right now I'm struggling with balance because I overcommit. And so I've got I volunteer a lot, and PTA and Lions Club and all this stuff that I love to do, but it's too much right now. And so thinking about training a new brand partner can be a little, I have concerns about that, because I want them to succeed, and I don't want to be the reason they don't. And I kind of put that on myself. So I appreciate what you were sharing about that, and trying to realize we have a great system, that Neora has given us to plug people into, and just trying to look at that more and be more trusting of that, and realizing it's like, Monique, I've heard you say, we weren't ready for it 6 months ago, but now we are through the personal development. And so I just want to say how much I appreciate you all. And this book, was it Sharon who said, I see myself in there. I'm writing me, and all of those things where she's failing, like where she's doing it wrong. I'm like, yeah, I have a lot of room to grow, but it's really good to realize that, and to know that you can learn those things, and you can do it with a group of people who are striving to do the same thing. So thank you guys.
You're welcome. And Pat, I know you didn't know, but Denise is new to the team, new to our group, because she's Kathy's sister-in-law. And then Lori is from Texas, and that's a long story, but we met her in Nashville, but she has known me for a while, so that's when we invited her. So Pat, that's where they're from. I meant to tell you that too. But thank you, Lori, and I appreciate the kind words. And I'm telling you, it has been taking me a while to be who I am to get to here, and so I appreciate the fact that I'm able to do it. That's what my passion is. My passion is to be able to help everybody, and that's why when I try to talk to my friends and they don't want to do the business, it's like, but come on, and you get frustrated. But it's like, oh well, it's okay, move on. I'm just appreciative that you're a part of this, because all of us have our own collective stuff together that we're all gonna learn from each other, and that's what's so great. So thank you very much for sharing. Appreciate it. Kathy, I know you you got off and you missed Denise. She was sharing all kinds of stuff about you. I know we got a lot of stuff about you. So it's your turn now.
I hope it was all good.
It was all good. Well, you can watch the recording. Kathy, you watch the recording though, just so you can see where Denise is in her business, so she can see what she talked about. So
Okay.
go.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Okay. And I want to just do what Lori did. I just want to thank you all for cheerleading yesterday, because I had that one person and I got it at the 11th hour. So I'm grateful for all of the support that you guys have given me. Monique, you're amazing. You're always coaching and helping. And I don't know what I'd do without this group, because I was at a standstill, honestly. I didn't have a strong support system in my upline. So, I met Monique, years ago, and we would go to the Pasadena market parties, but the fact that we've now become closer and friends and so I appreciate the fact that she invited me to the group, and I'm glad Denise, we've been working on this for a long time now. And I think we're moving ahead. We're moving that needle. And so I'm so committed to this business and to learning more about who I am. It's all these fears that I have. And I'm learning a lot about me. Reading this book, it just like that one little paragraph, she said, "The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek." Isn't that amazing?
That's the same quote Denise said.
Oh, I'm sorry I missed that, but it was crazy. So here we go, girlfriend. It's really eye-opening. Really eye-opening. Well, hi, Lori. Is that your little girl?
I always see her on the lives. There she is.
Cute. Anyway, so I just wanted to tell you guys that I couldn't do this without you, seriously. And I love the cheerleading. I love getting to meet and knowing all of you. And we're gonna kick butt in June, Denise. We really are, because we've got a lot of RRPs set up. I just got to work with Linda to get her on board. And Monique, I'm gonna reach out to you again, because and we want to do a lot of the Wednesday little parties that you do, like the happy hour stuff. Yeah.
I gotta get. That's what I'm doing today. I'm planning everything for June. But yeah. So yeah, no, and I want based on what you said, I want you guys to all realize something. I appreciate the fact that you guys are all recognizing that we needed each other. You don't understand how much I needed you. I needed you guys just as much as you needed me. And I say that with so much respect and so much heart, because this group keeps me going all week long. Those messages, everything, it keeps me going all month, all week, all day long. So I appreciate all of you guys, because I needed you just as much as you guys have said you need me. So just so you know that.
Oh, and yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I think we're a good team, all of us. I really think we're a good team.
Too bad we're not all on the same team.
I know, but that's okay. We're helping each other. That's all that matters.
I know. That's true.
And it's the focus that I was missing. Mm-hmm. So, but between the personal development and I'm going to be totally transparent. I didn't read this till last night because I was busy all week trying to work my business and getting myself organized, which I'm having an issue with. I used to be so organized before. And when I retired, it all went to hell in that basket, or however that saying goes. But I'm trying to get myself all set up now and get myself together. And I made a good dent, so I'm good. But good. I need that. And then, having Linda, she's been cheering me on too. So she's really been helping me. But I'm Denise. I'm there for you. Whenever you need me. I'm like Pat too. I need some brand partners. I got 2 of them they got 3 are free, but it was hard getting them there. And I actually helped the one last night. I went to my neighbor's the one that got her over, because she went over and I asked my neighbor about the eye serum, and she's been wanting it for a while. So I kind of, a little bit cheated, but she got her.
That's the thing though too, it's not cheating because now your brand partner sees that you helped her to get her product free, because it wasn't just about you getting that bonus. You were helping her get her product free so that she didn't have to buy it next month, and then she'll see that and you were helping her.
Yeah, that's true. And she did text me last night, and she totally appreciated that I helped her do that, because she's been struggling. So I'm hoping that she sees now that she can actually work this and do this, and she needs the money. She absolutely needs it. She's got a bigger fear than all of us combined. I mean, she's just totally fearful of reaching out to people. But she's kind of an introvert. So, but I'm shocked that she even signed up for the business, because I didn't pursue her. She just signed up, and she's been with me since I started.
Well, maybe having her come to one of your RRPs so we can meet and talk and just kind of.
I've been trying to get her. Well, she's in Oregon, in Tualatin, Oregon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she's pretty far away. But she was a high school friend, and so. But she's been trudging along, little by little. But I'm hoping she sees the benefit of it, and I wanted to invite her to this group to maybe help her, But she's very, like I said, standoffish. So we'll see. I mean,
well, maybe have her start reading The Slight Edge. I think that's a really good book to start with. Have her start reading The Slight Edge. Ask her to read it.
Yeah, I will. Yeah. And I think she knows now that my heart's in the right place to help her because she needs the money. She absolutely.
Yeah. Right.
So anyway, that's my share for today. But thank you all very much for cheerleading me on and getting me to where I needed to be. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Lorene, you're next because you said you're parked in a parking lot. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I took my video. I'll see myself. Okay.
I see you.
You? Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's just the way my phone is going. Let's see. Okay. Hi. Good morning, everyone. What great shares everybody has. Oh my gosh, I'm driving and I'm thinking about myself and my business and what Monique had shared in relation to goal setting and working this business and really embracing the rhythm. And in regards to the book and the business application of the book and why we're here today, I didn't read the sections you were talking about, but years ago I had a mentor who told me that the day I decide I'm a lifetime learner, I will be the greatest leader ever. And I feel bad for some of these top leaders in my company whose ego get in the way of any kind of not correction, but suggestion, or maybe modify this and you might, be a little more effective. And I'm a lifetime learner and I've been complimented for that. I could run circles around some of these people, but I'm not at the level that I can do that. And I'm not interested to be at their level in the current culture that I work in. But what I will say, and I want to share this with all of you that have said today that I have a stressful corporate job, that I have been reluctant, I've been playing small because once I get out there, then I'm going to let them down. No, you're not going to let them down. Here's what I'm going to say to you guys that are perfectionists, that are in corporate pressure jobs, that cultures are probably making you sick sometimes and you're having to reset all the time, or it's just a constant, challenge to go into that mindset. And then we have this amazing culture. Just do the activity. The problem we want to have is we have brand partners. The problem we want to have is we want to lean on someone, and we have to trust that process. Who can you trust more than somebody like Monique? Monique may not be the direct coach to this brand partner that's not aligned to her business, but she knows how to network and how to leverage and how to, match them up with the right person that's in your organization, for example, or just set the tone for them and give them a sense of understanding. So don't let that get in your way. Don't let that excuse get in your way. And I'm going to call it an excuse because I'm sitting in your seat. That's why I can say that. And, there are days that I have really been challenged to, my mindset in the current culture, and then I shifted to the Neora culture. And when I don't watch Miriam University and when I don't stay to the rhythm, I don't have that mindset. I'm not attracting. But just in relation to my business and how this book has worked for this month, I signed a brand partner that reached out to me that wanted to ask me questions about the products for a friend of his. Now, that guy I've been talking to about EHT off and on for a while. When I followed up with him and said, could I, did you give her my information or how can I follow up? And he actually answered the phone. I was able to sign him up as a customer. I didn't let him get away. And we have to use those opportunities no matter what. And our business environment will help us do that because we know what it takes in business to communicate and what we need to do in our culture in business. And lastly, when I got this is a watch, but it's what it symbolized. And I wear this with so much pride. It's really heavy and it's beautiful. However, it says Nerium, not Neora. So you guys get to wear a Neora watch. And I encourage you all to go after the goal. I wear this and my chest swells. I feel like I'm doing this when I go to Neora events, but I'm not really. Just wearing it. And I knew what it took when I got that, and I was surprised I got it because it just kind of happened last minute, last day of the month. So use these fun little things. Use these fun little things as incentives to drive you guys. And just know that we are all here to help you. I did a vulnerability video last week. Somebody who didn't like vulnerability, somebody who wanted to be in control, and I am really trusting the process because I know greatness is in every one of you, is in me, and vulnerability and leading with courage is really going to take us to where we want to be in our business. And just lastly, our biggest enemy is between our ears. And if we don't check in and talk to it, and if it's that you look up and talk to your mind, or you look within and talk to your mind through meditation, it will get in our way every time. Those of us that are menopausal, that are in that age of still dealing with that, even harder. So it has to be a real intentional move, a real intentional, damn it, this stupid little thing up here is going to make me win. It's not going to make me lose. And if we say it to ourselves, it's just putting it in the universe. So, I just applaud everybody today for your truthful heart. I'm going through a very difficult time right now. And I have, instead of complaining about my circumstance, I'm taking action to create opportunities to change my circumstance. And I've applied for 3 different jobs. I would be walking away from a lifetime medical benefit with my present employer. However, some of these other employers offer a better, earlier retirement package. And again, it's just numbers, guys. Put numbers to it. Kathy, who is in HR, understands that. Just put numbers to what that means. How much does that cost a year, Lorene? Don't think from a mind of scarcity. Think from a mind of abundance. And don't let that hold you back in an environment that is not good for your spirit, but that you can then do your last run somewhere else. And maybe it is that executive position that you're going for. And you close out your pension at an executive level. Because somebody like Kathy in HR knows when you close out at the highest salary, your pension's pretty good. It's okay right now, but why not just give it the last run? 4 more years, that's it, or less. So I'm putting that out there. It may not make it, I may not get anything, but I'm taking action in my present situation so that I can then focus all that beautiful energy into my business of Neora and what it does for people. And I'm still plugging in with Neora. There's no way, like Bo said this morning, we have everything we need to have a dream lifestyle. And I just opened my eyes and my ears and I said, oh my gosh, thank you for the reminder. Thank you for the reminder because it's so heavy at work sometimes. I had an email war with my boss yesterday, and you in corporate America knows what that means. It's called CYA. It's called they make allegations in writing, then you've got to respond back, and it's a bunch of crap. But guess what happened? She called me in her office. We had a meeting about something, and she said, so tell me about this email back and forth. And I told her, you've put something in writing that was related to my performance. I felt I needed to document it. Well, I hired you. I'm not interested in firing you. And I'm not interested in this back and forth email. It's a waste of time. And I looked at her and I said, well, I appreciate that. I have paradigms that allow me to distrust the process. So now that you've set the tone and cleared the air, I'm good. So I was grateful that she said that. But she still created that environment for me to respond. But at least she said that. That does not happen, right, guys, in corporate America? That does not happen. So that's my share. I'm really enjoying this book. I got to catch up with what you covered. And Monique, you know, you're right. Thank you for letting me lean on you when I first started. And I didn't care about the brand partner piece because my sister was helping me. So I just did what I had to do, and I'm still doing what I have to do. And some of my brand partners are coming out of you know, inactive ADOs and reactivating, and they're talking with me and they're taking baby steps. And fear is a liar and is in their way, and they got to figure it out. And I will continue to be the positive for them, and they're leaning on me. So that's all I got.
Thank you. Thank you. And, you know, she was so right, guys, about just trusting the process. That was a huge thing. Trust the process. So, you know, it's challenging. Sorry. Denise, you were saying about how you were afraid about getting the brand partners because you wouldn't be able to help them train them, but trust the process, because we all have been there. I mean, are you all, that's okay, Kathy, that's so weird, Kathy. Your Focus 20 things, I guess your messages just came on my phone. That was weird. Anyways, so trust the process and knowing that it's a paint by numbers business. It's really an easy transition for people, for somebody else to show them. So it doesn't necessarily have to be you, and know that. And that's the hardest part to understand, because you do want to be that person. But if you can't be that person, trust the process that there's other people who are going to be able to help you. So thank you, Laureen. I have to say Laureen now because we have two Lauries. So I say Laureen. All right, Robin, your turn. There you go.
Hello. Okay, well, when I grow up, I'm going to be just like you.
Oh, you're so silly.
I know, I can't help it. See, I'm not grown yet. But honestly, this group is bomb. Everybody has their, it's like, it's a puzzle. And everybody has their place, as each piece does in a puzzle. And it's coming together nicely. Y'all inspire me. As you know, because what did I say this morning? I'm like calling my mom RRPs, and I'm calling this person today. So yes, you guys inspire me. You guys, see, I was in another company and they were not very nice to one another at all. Nobody really cared what happened to you. And that was always, even when you were together at a convention, nobody really cared what happened to you. It didn't really matter. This has taken a lot for me to get used to, because I'm used to people not caring what happens. But I do want to say you guys totally inspire me, and June is going to be on fire. And I'm getting that dang watch.
Awesome. Awesome. And Lori, oh, thank you, Lori. And by the way, you're going to get the new watch, the Neora watch. So you won't have to just have your Nerium watch. Because you said you all are going to get the watch, but I think you're going to get the...
Yeah. You know what? That was a slip of the tongue. And I just wanted to tell you that I put this on today just to put that energy in June for me. This was symbolic to this campaign. And those are the kinds of things, you guys, that are powerful that Monique has mentioned when you write the goals or wear something that reminds you. Very powerful. And I'm all about symbolism, and like my athletic mind with training and getting ready for competitions in the past. I just always do stuff like that to get me in the mindset. So you're right, Monique. I'm sorry. Slip of the tongue.
No worries. And then I'll show you. I have my medal, my first Reach One 2018. So it's on my door in my bedroom. So every time I open the door, oh, look, Kathy's got her watch. See, look, Kathy's got her watch too. So I have my medal, and every time I open my door, it clanks, clank, clank, clank. So I always hear my medal, and I look at my medal, and it's clank, 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 clank on my door. So, yeah, I got that, but I want the watch too. So Kathy got the watch. Kathy's all quiet, all like, she's like this, sitting here like this the whole time, all quiet. Solange, I don't know if you're able to talk, because I know you're in Arizona, probably asleep because you were partying last night in Arizona. Are you there? Solange? She may not be able to talk. And we lost Ivana. That's okay. All right. If she comes out, nope. Okay, we're good. Anyway, so what, where we're at is today is June 1st. I advise you all to take 15 minutes with no distractions. Look at your calendars. Schedule 2 RRP dates. Even if it's a Zoom or if it's a physical RRP, schedule 2 RRP dates. If you can do more, then do more, but schedule 2. I would suggest splitting them up. I had 10 last month between the Zooms and the RRPs, and that was great activity. And I was a little crazy, but I did it so that the teams could plug into. But look at your schedule, see what you can do for the 2. Write down your goals for June. Write down where you want to be at the end of June. So do you want to be the 1,500 or do you want to be 3,000? Do you want to be, 1,500 to 2,500 or 2,000? Write that down. How many customers do you want to get? How many new customers? We know we're going for 3 brand partners. Write all of that down on a paper of some sort that you can read every single day and what rank you want to be. Write it all down so that you can see it every single day, because I had it on my refrigerator, I had it on my back door, I had it on my bathroom, and I got away from that, but I'm going to do that today. I'm going to write that out and I'm going to see it so I can see it every day. And then also look at your personal stuff. What do you want to accomplish personally for yourself this month? Look at that. I know personal development is huge, but what do you want to accomplish personally for yourself? Think about it. Get very introspective, especially with all of our reading. And then look at your team. And where do you want your team to be? Look at who you have who is working. Call them up today and say, what do you want this month? What can I help you with this month? Ask them, have them tell you what they want. If they say nothing, then you move on to the next person. You just say, what do you want out of this business this month? Or maybe this is those people who haven't really done much. Hey, what do you want out of this? What can we do for you? Everything is happening faster and faster in our business. If you haven't been around seeing everything, what do you want? And so really dig into your team that way. So that's what I encourage everybody to do. I do want one last note. The next couple of months are going to be not challenging, because I'm not going to allow it to be challenging. My stepfather has to have heart surgery, and I have to be at all of these appointments with him. And of course, my mom, I have to be with her, and so does my sister. So I'm not going to let that get in my way, but I'm just letting you know that there's going to be that going on for June and July. We don't have a surgery date yet. We have to meet with surgeons, and we have all this stuff. So that's going to be happening. I haven't shared it at all because it's been just a process. You know how that is. And it's so funny, though. I talked to the lady yesterday, this nurse lady, her name is Sue, and she's the one who's like scheduling everything. And she said, so who are you? And I said, I'm his stepdaughter. She goes, oh, okay, so you're in charge. And I go, well, no. She goes, no, you don't understand. Every person who is at the point right now where your stepfather is, they always have a daughter. And I said, what? She goes, they always have a daughter. The daughters are always in charge. I'm just letting you know. I was in charge for my parents, and, rest their souls, but there's always a daughter. I said, well, there's 2 of us. My sister helps with my mom, and yep, there's a daughter. She's hilarious. This lady was so funny. And then she sent me messages about all the appointments. And she's like, bring a book, because it's a long process. Bring a paper, bring a pen. You're going to have to fill out a lot of paperwork. And she was just hilarious. I'm like, wow, she makes it really like lighthearted, because it's a heart surgery. But like, she's just like, oh, she's like, she was a cool lady. So anyways, so that's what I wanted to share, because that's happening. And I always want you guys to know that. So in case you don't see us or whatever, that's what's happening. So needless to say, everybody go for your goals, write down your goals, do what you got to do today. Keep in touch with your uplines, keep in touch with me, keep in touch with each other. Let's keep utilizing that Focus 20. I know my sister gets those 54 messages and then she just goes past them, because there's some people who probably looked at that feed yesterday like, Lori, like, what in the world? But that's how end of month is, guys. That's how end of month should be. And I bet you haven't had that kind of end of month in a long time. So end of month like that, that's when you know it's going. That's when you know it's rolling. So anyways, I am appreciative of all of you guys. Let me stop the recording.